Hello everyone. Today the topic we are going to learn is basal metabolism. The main objectives of the topic are to learn the physiology of metabolism, the concept of basal metabolic rate and its variables, the significance and methods of estimating BMR, that is basal metabolic rate, and the biochemistry involved in regulating BMR. The gist of the program is basal metabolic rate essentially refers to the amount of energy that your body expends when at rest in a neutrally temperate environment. It is also necessary for the digestive system to be inactive, that is in the post absorptive state, which requires at least 12 hours fasting. In simple words, the energy needed for our body to function at rest while doing nothing is called basal metabolic rate or BMR. Basal metabolic rate depends on our age, sex, weight and height. The primary organ responsible for regulating the metabolism is the hypothalamus. There are several variables that can affect an individual's BMR. These variables include types of foods and beverages consumed, illnesses, external temperature, amount of physical activity, stress level. Additionally, a few other factors have also been proven to affect BMR like gender, age, body size and composition, along with the climate and body temperature, hormonal levels and the diet. BMR is commonly reported in energy units per unit time ranging from watt to ml, oxygen per minute or joule per hour per kg body mass. Proper measurement requires a strict set of criteria to be met. To make it easier and accessible, there are formulae that have been derived for calculating BMR, the Harris-Benedict equation, the Katch-McArdle formula are the most popular ones out of all. These are based on activity factor guidelines and total daily energy expenditure. About 20% of one's energy expenditure comes from physiological activity and other 10% from thermogenesis or digestion of food. It is also called as postprandial thermogenesis. These processes require an intake of oxygen along with coenzymes to provide energy for survival. Usually, we need macronutrients like carbohydrates, fats and proteins. They expel carbon dioxide due to processing by the Krebs cycle. The oxidative system is a primary source of ATP supplied to the body at rest and during low intensity activities also. ATP, that is adenosine triphosphate, is the intermediate molecule that drives the exergonic transfer of energy. It was also proposed that longevity varies inversely with basal metabolic rate, since mammals with larger body size have longer maximum lifespans. The basal metabolic rate and the resting metabolic rate are becoming essential tools for maintaining a healthy body weight. Let us get into details of the same program. Interaction is basal metabolic rate essentially refers to the amount of energy that your body expends when at rest in a neutrally temperate environment. It is also necessary for the digestive system to be inactive, that is in the post absorptive state, which requires at least 12 hours fast. The release of energy in this state is only sufficient for the vital organs such as the heart, lungs, nervous system, kidneys and other organs to operate and keep us alive. BMR decreases with age and with the loss of lean body mass. In simple words, energy needed for our body to function at rest while doing nothing is called as BMR. Metabolism refers to the processes that the body needs to function. BMR is the amount of energy expressed in calories that a person needs to keep the body functioning at rest. Some of these processes are breathing, blood circulation, controlling body temperature, cell growth, brain and nerve function and contraction of muscles. Why is it important to know our BMR? We are all different and we spend different amount of food to provide energy for our basic functions. Once we know our basal metabolic rate, we can also calculate how much we need to eat to keep healthy body weight. BMR is calculated while we are at rest, when we do not spend energy for any activity except for the basic functions for our survival. It depends, as already mentioned, on our age, sex, weight and height. Once we know how much energy, that is food, we need to survive, we can also calculate how much calories from food we need per day, depending on our lifestyle, kind of work we do and the amount of physical exercise. The other terms synonymous with BMR are resting metabolic rate RMR, resting energy expenditure REE. Physiology of metabolism is as follows. It is totally responsible for regulating the metabolism, that is the organ hypothalamus. Hypothalamus is located on the diencephalon and forms the floor and part of the lateral walls of the third ventricle or the cerebrum. The chief functions of hypothalamus are control and integration of activities of the autonomic nervous system, which is also hereafter mentioned as ANS. ANS regulates the contraction of smooth muscle and cardiac muscle along with secretions of many endocrine organs such as the thyroid gland associated with many metabolic disorders. Through the ANS, the hypothalamus is the main regulator of visceral activity such as heart rate, movement of food through the gastrointestinal tract and contraction of urinary bladder. Production and regulation of feelings of rage and aggression, regulation of the body temperature, regulation of food intake is also done through two centers. One, the feeding center or the hunger center. It is responsible for the sensation that causes us to seek food. When sufficient food or substrates have been received and the leptin is very high, then the satiety center is stimulated and sends impulses that inhibit the feeding center. When insufficient food is present in the stomach and ghrelin levels are high, receptors in the hypothalamus initiate the sense of hunger. The thirst center operates similarly when certain cells in the hypothalamus are stimulated by the rising osmotic pressure of the extracellular fluid. If thirst is satisfied, osmotic pressure decreases. These functions taken together form a survival mechanism that causes us to sustain the body processes that BMR measures. In simple, whenever we feel hungry, it means that the lobe of the hypothalamus is giving signals for us to eat food. Fortunately, the other lobe, which is called as the anterior lobe, also gives signals for us to stop the food, which generally our intellectual mind ignores. Variables that affect your basal metabolic rate. There are several different factors that can make an individual overweight, such as genetics and the obvious components of diet and exercise. While no one factor is a definitive indicator of the cause of weight gain, one such measure has been growing in popularity in recent years, that is BMR. The sympathetic nervous system, essentially the fight or the flight system, must be inactive as well. When these elements are in place, BMR refers to the amount of energy in calories that your body expends when simply running the necessary mechanism within your body. This primarily refers to the amount of energy required for your vital organs and the various systems to function properly. Why is it important? Knowing BMR is important for a variety of different reasons. For instance, the higher your BMR, the more calories you burn on a daily basis. Thus, individuals with a higher BMR tend to be better aligned with their target weight when compared to individuals with lower BMR. BMR has been cited as one of the major genetic components that cause obesity. While BMR itself cannot cause obesity, it can also play an individual role and it can keep the individual at a higher level of risk to become obese during their lifetime. Several recent studies have found a possible connection between an individual's BMR and their expected lifespan, though this research is still considered inconclusive. There are several variables that can affect an individual's BMR. These variables include the types of foods and beverages consumed, the illnesses, external temperature, the amount of physical activity, stress level. Several additional variables that have been medically proven to affect an individual's BMR are genetics. Some individuals are born with higher metabolism while others have a lower metabolism. Like we keep saying, how much one eats, they always maintain their body weight as lean frames. Some people always complain that they eat very less food, still they are obese. Gender. In general, men have a higher density of lean muscle mass and a lower body fat percentage. Because of this, men tend to have higher BMRs. BMR averages 5 to 10% lower in women than men. This is largely because women generally possess more body fat and less muscle mass than men of similar size. Age. An individual's BMR reduces as they age. After the age of 20, the decrease in lean muscle mass during adulthood results in a slow, steady decline in an individual's BMR by approximately 2% per decade or 0.3% per year. This can be largely avoided by strength training throughout adulthood. Body size. Metabolic rate increases as weight, height and surface area increases. So, bigger body size, high BMR. Weight. The heavier the individual, the higher their BMR. For instance, the BMR of an obese woman is 25% higher than BMR of thin women. Body surface area. The body surface area variable is related to an individual's height and weight. The larger an individual's body surface area, the higher their BMR. For instance, when comparing a tall individual to a short individual of the same weight, where they both follow a calorie controlled diet to maintain the weight of the taller individual, the shorter individual will most likely gain up to 15 pounds per year. Body composition. Fat tissue has a lower metabolic activity than muscle tissue. As lean muscle mass increases, metabolic rate also increases. The lower an individual's body fat percentage, the higher their BMR. This is one reason why men typically have a BMR that is 10 to 15% higher than that of women. Diet. Starvation diet typically reduces an individual's BMR by as much as 30%. Low calorie restrictive weight loss diets can cause an individual's BMR to decrease by as much as 20%. Therefore, most individuals find it difficult to lose the last 5 to 20 pounds of the weight. Another important point we all have to remember here is fasting during some religious ceremonies, wherein we always end up eating more food. At that time, people can notice themselves having a high heartbeat. Body temperature. The BMR of some individuals increases approximately 7% for every increase of 1.36 degrees Fahrenheit in the internal temperature of their body. The internal chemical reaction that take place within the body occur more quickly at higher temperatures. We notice during fever, we feel hungry but cannot eat food because tongue is not cooperating to perceive the taste of the food. External temperature. The external temperature of the body also can affect an individual's BMR. For example, if BMR of people in tropical climates is generally 5 to 20% higher than their counterpart living in more temperate areas, because it takes energy to keep the body cool. Like we feel more hungry during winter. Exercise performed in hot weather also imposes an additional metabolic load. We see now the trend of hot yoga. Body fat content and effectiveness of clothing determine the magnitude of increase in energy metabolism in cold environments. It takes energy to keep the body warm if you work or exercise in very cold weather. Exposure to cold temperatures causes individual BMR to increase because the body must provide additional heat to maintain its optimum internal temperature. For instance, individuals that live in colder climates are often reported as having high BMRs on average. The reason for their higher BMR level is the fact that their physical body is required to expend more energy to maintain a constant body temperature. Likewise, prolonged exposure to heat can raise an individual's BMR as the body must expend energy to prevent its internal temperature from rising. We can take example of people working in mines. Glands. Thyroxine which is produced via the thyroid gland, is one of the primary BMR regulator. Hypothyroidism, that is, the low levels of thyroxine produced by thyroid gland is relatively common, especially in women near or after menopause. Everyone with a weight problem should have their thyroid function checked by their doctor and treated appropriately if it turns out to be low. The higher the level of thyroxine production, the higher the BMR. Thyrotoxicosis, a condition in which too much thyroxine is produced, can cause an individual's BMR to double and accordingly weight loss. On the other hand, myxedema, a condition in which too little thyroxine is produced, can cause an individual's BMR to decrease to 30 to 40% below their normal level. Adrenaline, to a lesser degree, can also increase an individual's BMR. Exercise. Physical exercise is not only responsible for burning calories but also for increasing an individual's BMR due to the additional lean muscle mass that is created as a result of exercise. Lean muscle tissue is much more metabolically demanding than fat tissue. So, an individual will burn more calories even while sleeping. Health. Fever, illness or injury may increase resting metabolic rate twofold. The body's generation of heat is known as thermogenesis and it can be measured to determine the amount of energy expended. Illness, previously consumed food and beverages, environmental temperature and stress levels can affect one's overall energy expenditure as well as one's own BMR. Now, let us see how BMR can be measured. BMR is reported in energy units per unit time, ranging from watt to ml oxygen per minute or joule per hour per kg body mass. Proper measurement requires a strict set of criteria to be met. These criteria include: 1. Being in a physically and psychologically undisturbed state, in a thermally neutral environment while in the post-absorptive state, that is, not actively digesting food. In bradymetabolic animals such as fish and reptiles, the equivalent term standard metabolic rate is used. SMR. It follows the same criteria as BMR but requires the documentation of temperature at which the metabolic rate was measured. This makes BMR a variant of standard metabolic rate measurement that excludes the temperature data, a practice that has led to problems in defining standard rates of metabolism for many mammals. BMR affects the rate that a person burns calories and ultimately whether that individual maintains, gains or loses weight. The basal metabolic rate accounts for about 60 to 75% of the daily calorie expenditure by individuals. It is influenced by several factors. BMR typically declines by 1 to 2% per decade after age 20, mostly due to loss of fat-free mass, although the variability between individuals is high. BMR is measured under very restrictive circumstances when a person is awake. An accurate BMR measurement requires that a person's sympathetic nervous system should not be stimulated, a condition which requires complete rest. A more common measurement which uses less strict criteria is resting metabolic rate. BMR may be measured by gas analysis through either direct or indirect calorimetry, though a rough estimation can be acquired through an equation using age, sex, height and weight. Studies of energy metabolism using both methods provide convincing evidence for the validity of respiratory quotient, which measures the inherent composition and utilization of carbohydrates, fats and proteins as they are converted to energy substrate units that can be used by the body as energy. BMR estimation formulae. Several prediction equations exist to make it easier and accessible. There are formulae that must have been derived for calculating BMR. Once BMR has been estimated, various activity factors are applied. Once again, these are best guesses based on contemporary research. One individual may burn 100 calories on a 10-minute run. Another individual may burn 110 calories. Activity factor guidelines are as follows. Sedentary. Sedentary means the kind of lifestyle where the amount of physical activity one performs is very less. BMR multiplied with 1.2. You can take that these kind of people are basically doing some kind of desk job. They have very little or no exercise. Then second category, lightly active. BMR is multiplied with 1.375. Light exercise, maybe sports 1 to 3 days a week. Moderately active. BMR multiplied with 1.55. Moderate exercise and sports 3 to 5 days a week. Very active. BMR multiplied with 1.725. Hard exercise and sports 6 to 7 days a week. Extremely active. BMR multiplied with 1.9. Hard daily exercises, sports and physical job, or 2 days training program, full length training program, other such conditions. The original Harris-Benedict equation. Historically, the most notable one was Harris-Benedict equation, which was created in 1919. BMR usually by far the largest component of total calorie expenditure. However, Harris-Benedict equations are only approximate and variations in BMR, reflecting varying body composition in physical activity levels and in energy expended in thermogenesis, which make it difficult to estimate the dietary consumption any individual needs to maintain the body weight. Equation. There are many automatic calculators of basal metabolic rate available online. The formula is different for men and women. For men, BEE is equal to 66.5 plus 13.75 multiplied with kg plus 5.003 multiplied with centimeters minus 6.775 multiplied with age. For women, BEE is equal to 655.1 plus 9.563 multiplied with kg plus 1.850 multiplied with centimeters minus 4.676 into age, where BEE is basal energy expenditure. Difference in BMR for men and women is mainly due to differences in their body weight. Katch-McArdle formula, resting daily energy expenditure. Katch-McArdle formula considers lean body mass, which allows you to obtain a very precise estimate of your basal metabolic rate. This formula tends to be slightly more accurate than other formula, which are based on total body weight, especially for individuals on the extremes. The formula calculates BMR for both men and women, so it is a unisex formula. BMR is equal to 370 plus 21.6 into LBM, where LBM is lean body mass in kgs. Total daily energy expenditure, TDEE. It is also known as body's maintenance level because this is the amount of energy one requires to maintain their body weight. If one eats less than their TDEE, they will lose weight. If they eat equal, they will maintain their weight. If they eat more than their TDEE, they will gain weight. TDEE is calculated by multiplying your BMR by your activity factor. Causes of individual differences in BMR. The BMR rate varies between individuals. One study of 150 adults, representative of the population in Scotland, reported BMR from as low as 1027 kilocalories per day to as high as 2499 kilocalories per day, with a mean BMR of 1500 kilocalories per day. Statistically, the researchers calculated that 62.3% of this variation was explained by differences in fat-free mass. Other factors explaining the variation included fat mass, that is around 6.7%, age 1.7%, and the experimental error within the subject difference 2%. The rest of the variation 26.7% was unexplained. This remaining difference was not explained by sex nor by differing tissue size of highly elastic organs such as the brain. Difference in BMR have been observed when comparing subjects with same lean body mass. Biochemistry. 1. Energy. About 70% of the human's total energy expenditure is due to the basal life process within the organs of the body. About 20% of one's energy expenditure comes from physical activity, another 10% from thermogenesis or digestion of food. These processes require an intake of oxygen along with coenzymes to provide energy for survival. Usually, macronutrients like carbohydrates, fats and proteins, and to expel carbon dioxide due to processing by the Krebs cycle. Energy expenditure breakdown is as follows. Liver accounts to 27% energy breakdown, brain 19%, skeletal muscle 18%, kidneys 10%, heart 7%. All other organs account to 19%. For the BMR, the most of the energy is consumed in maintaining body fluids and their level in tissues through osmoregulation, and only about 1/10 is consumed for mechanical work such as digestion, heartbeat and breathing. Glucose. Though BMR and energy are directly correlated, it is understood through various studies that certain nutrients like glucose has a respiratory quotient different from others. So, we can say the RQ, respiratory quotient of carbohydrate, is 1, and that of fats, especially the palmitic acid, is 0.696. Proteins have an RQ of like albumin 0.818. So, the reason for all these kind of changes is understanding the metabolism of each nutrient within the body, which is based on the mitochondrial density and preferred ratio can be established, which determine how much fuel is utilized in which packets for work accomplished by the muscles. Longevity. The rate of living hypothesis, which is called as, this has been proposed by Raymond Pearl, and that it supports the hypothesis comes from the fact that mammals with larger body size have longer maximum lifespans. Like for example, large animals do have higher total metabolic rate, but the metabolic rate at the cellular level is much lower, and the breathing rate and the heartbeat are slower in large animals. And the fact that the longevity of fruit flies varies inversely with the ambient temperature. Additionally, the lifespan of houseflies can be extended by preventing physical activity. Calorie restriction and reduced thyroid hormone levels, both of which decrease the metabolic rate, have been associated with higher longevity in animals. Metabolic considerations, which are purely medical. A person's metabolism varies with their physical condition and activity. Weight training can have a longer impact on metabolism, especially than aerobic training. A decrease in food intake will typically lower the metabolic rate as the body tries to conserve energy. The metabolic rate can be affected by some drugs such as anti-thyroid agents and propyl thiouracil and methimazole. Some research has focused on developing anti-obesity drugs to raise the metabolic rate, such as drugs to stimulate thermogenesis in skeletal muscle. Metabolic rate may be elevated in stress, illness and diabetes. Menopause may also affect the metabolism. Cardiovascular implications such as heart rate as determined by medulla oblongata and a part of other organs situated in the inferior to the hypothalamus on the brain stem. It is important for BMR and resting metabolic rate because it drives the blood supply, stimulating the Krebs cycle. Specific protocol for accuracy of measurement such as Bruce treadmill protocol should be followed. With 4 to 6 weeks of targeted training, the body systems can adapt to a higher perfusion of mitochondrial density for increased oxygen availability for the Krebs cycle. By measuring the heart rate, we can derive estimations of what level of substrate utilization is causing biochemical metabolism in our bodies at rest or in activity. Thus, we have learnt how BMR is influenced by the various factors like the age, sex and the physical activity of the person, along with the biochemistry and the physiology behind the reactions. Thank you one and all.